What's up, YouTube? It's Soul64 here, aka Solo Black Dude, and I have a match against the one, the only, Wilechase. And well, I had a bit of issues wondering whether to upload this video or not, and it's gone to the point where it is quite old, but it's against Wilechase, and I figured I may as well upload it, even though he's pretty much against it. I've been having people telling me to upload this, so I'm going to upload it. Sorry, Wilechase, but I have to upload this. Anyway, this battle is quite nerve-wracking because when you're battling against Wilechase, one of YouTuber's popular YouTube battlers, Pokemon battlers, you do get that kind of feeling, and I want to experience that feeling by hopefully battling other YouTubers around the community. So yeah, but for now, let's get with this battle. He leads with a Jirachi, I lead off with my Bronzong version 2, and he tricks me a Choice Scarf, which is unfortunate because that cripples me to Kingdom Come, and I am forced to switch out after I set up my own Stealth Rocks. He does take away my Light Clay though, because this Bronzong is also it is pretty much like my Espeon, setting up dual screens and all that. Now he goes for his own Stealth Rocks as I bring in my Rotom on the switch. Then he decides to trick me again because he sees that I have the leftovers. Well, actually, he'll see that I have leftovers now if he hasn't already. I'm not really sure. And he passes me my Light Clay back, but on a different Pokemon. So right now, my Rotom's bulk is a little bit taken away due to the fact that my leftovers is taken. I go for the Hydro Pump to get some damage, and it does a good chunk. He goes for the Stealth Rocks again. That was probably a misclick. I'm not really sure. You should be paying attention, Wilechase. But then again, all of us can make misclicks. Even I've made a misclick in a few matches, and it's not really nice. So that's why I tend to put my concentration in most of my matches, so that I can perform really good. Unless it's a lousy battle of some sort. But yeah, I go for the Thunderbolt, and it does a good chunk again. He goes for the U-turn, and he is going to switch out and go into his Shaman. And this Pokemon pretty much gave me a lot of troubles. I never knew that Landform Shaman was going to be this annoying compared to the Skyform Shaman that used to be roaming around quite frequently until Smogon put a cap in his ass. So yeah, I'm going to switch out because of type disadvantage, and I'm going to go into my Bronzong version 2, and I am going to speed this bit up a bit. Basically this was all about stalling with substitute, seeding, sub-seeding, and me trying to use moves in between with my Bronzong because I'm Scarf and I have to switch out after I use my move. So as you see there, he does the Leech Seed. I go for the, if I think I'm correct, I got to set my last screen because this is obviously a special attacker. He carries the HP Fire, but that will not do very much because my Lotus will resist it. And I do carry the Ice Beam and I go for it. And here is pretty much where he kept sub-seeding, well, he kept Leech Seeding me and all that. And I'm going to talk about my Latios having Ice Beam compared to the standard Latios that carry Surf. I don't know why. I think there's some haters. I think there was haters there. Basically, I use Ice Beam Latios because it is useful, and personally, the Pokemon that I see, the Ice Beam has pretty much prevailed over Surf in nearly every aspect. So if you're going to be a bitch about me using Ice Beam on my Latios, then screw you, because I don't care if Surf is standard or useful or whatever. I use Ice Beam, and if Ice Beam is going to be useful for me, then I'm going to use it. So that's how it goes. And now the solid part is over. I'm going to go for my Ice Beam to break the sub, and I don't know what he's going to do here. Let me see. I do break it, and he is going to go for the Leech Seed. Okay, that's it. He's going to go for the Leech Seed because he wants health on me and to stall out my Latios even further. And yeah, this Shaman, as I said before, really gave me a trouble, really pain in the ass. I might have to carry a fire type for it now because really that just annoyed the shite out of me. So I go for my Ice Beam. As I told you before, it is useful because that means I don't have to keep spamming Stroke Mews on it. I do carry the Psychic Move, Psycho Shock, but that would have done a bit less. So that's why I use Ice Beam. He does manage to live enough to get up a substitute, and the Sub-Seed is just pretty much, doing its job. I keep going for Ice Beams, and that will continuously break us up until a point where he needs to make a decision whether to stay in or to switch out. But he doesn't go for the sub, he goes for a seed flare this time, and that doesn't do very much, but it does bring me down to a low amount of HP, and I'm thinking, is the Leechy going to finish me off, or is it going to leave me around a very low HP? Thankfully the Leechy doesn't actually knock me out, and I'm able to live on 8, which means that he is forced to switch because otherwise his Shaman will go down to another Ice Beam. And he decides to use his Jirachi as Death Portal, and I do take it out with the Ice Beam, and down goes Jirachi. Now he is going to go into his Kojondo, and I was thinking, okay, I don't know what he's thinking here, but it turns out he is a Jolly Scarfer because I'm Scarfed, and he outspeeds me, which means that he has to be Jolly because Adamant Kojondo is only 309 in speed, if I'm correct. So he had to be Jolly there. He U-turns out, takes my Latios, and he goes out into his Rotom. Now I'm going to make this a challenge, and I'm going to go into my own Rotom, as you'll see after he gets his leftovers. So let's just see whose Rotom is better. And please keep in mind that my Rotom hasn't got leftovers anymore, it's actually got Life Clay from that Jirachi because he tricked it. And the fact that I am already at, say, 60% HP. So he goes on the Thunderbolt. I was hoping he'd be faster than me because this is where I get to do the Pain Split, which pretty much brings my advantage way even than to the disadvantage that I had in the previous turn. So yeah, we're pretty much level ground right now, and this is looking pretty good. Though the situation could sway either way. But he makes a bad predict because he thinks I'm going to go into my Tyranitar. So he tries to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I do stay in and I take it, but that is good because that means that I get off a free Thunderbolt. As you can see, this video is old because my Rotom didn't have a Volt Change at this time, but then again, if I did have Volt Change at this time, it would have been very bad. So yeah, he goes for the Thunderbolt, and I do live it on 16, double amount of HP that my Lotus had, and I take it out with the Thunderbolt. So yeah, my Rotom's better than your Rotom. Yeah, but unfortunately his Rotom takes my River. His Rotom, due to the Will-O-Wisp that he did on me, also takes me out, so our Rotoms are even. Damn it! Calm me down. Now, he goes out into his Kojondo. I go into my Tyranitar because I want to get up the sand, because the sand will be very useful in this match. And yes, I was even back then using the Sandstorm team, but it was just so really good. Then again, it could be a little bit OP, overpowered, but oh well. So I switch out after switching in my Tyranitar, and I'd go into my Bronzong as Fodor because I knew he was gonna go for the fighting move, probably definitely the high jump kick, and he takes me out. Now that he is locked on the high jump kick, I am gonna go into my old Landorus, and I am gonna go for a move. He was thinking that I was gonna go for the Earthquake. This was the key turn. I knew he was gonna switch out into his Bolotorosu, aka Thunderous, aka Voltolos, whichever way you'd like it. And I go for the Stone Edge, and this was freaking epic. I do take it out with the Stone Edge, super effective, and down goes the Bolotorosu. It was the key point. It was great. I was like, my chances of winning were practically 100. It was great. I had Durandorosu. And I was feeling really confident, and I was staying in, but that was really dumb because I don't know why, and I got critted. So no, I don't have Durandorosu, and he takes me out with a Stone Edge. So now I know he's locked into the Stone Edge. I'm gonna go into my Excadrill, which is the same Excadrill that I used in my my most recent matches. And I'm gonna go for the Swords Dance, which is basically a free Swords Dance. I'm not really sure why he stayed in, but then again, he probably couldn't do anything. He just stays in and proceeds to pop my bullying for whatever reason. So yeah, things are looking good, and I'm now in a position where I want to sweep. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, the EQ, that Earth. Gonna go for that Earthquake. Uh, so that thing's actually quite addictive to say. So I do go for that Earth, and it's gonna take out his Shaman, no problem. And here was where the pivotal point of play was introducing itself. This Heatran, if it was on a balloon, I'd lose. If it wasn't on a balloon, I'd win. And thankfully, I did see no balloon, which means it is my game. So I go for the Earthquake, that Earth, and thankfully, it's a little bit obvious that Heatran is 4 times weak to ground, therefore it would easily get KO'd by a stab top 2 Excadrill's Earthquake. So yeah, that goes down very easily. And this last Pokemon is a Kojondo. It won't outspeed me even with the Scarf because I do have the Sand Rush ability which doubles my speed in a Sandstorm, and I am able to take it out with a +2 Earthquake. So Wilechase, that was good game. GG. Comment, like, subscribe guys, and go check out Wilechase because he's a really good YouTube battler. He's very popular as well. Definitely worth a sub. Like I said before, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll get back to you guys with my next Wi-Fi match. Peace out.